Shabbat Shalom, everybody. It's nice to see you. It's not raining. It was decent today. It's beautiful, right? Today's a beautiful day. I'm so glad you're here. So this is a family service, but that doesn't, and that means that the child and everybody is going to be blessed, right? So when you look at the cover, if you have a little one with you, somebody who's like under, 10 or something, what do you see on the cover? Who sees a star? Who sees a ladder? Who sees somebody with a beard? And that's about it. Who knows who it is? I would like some feedback here. Who do you think it is? Abraham, Isaac, it's the third one. Wow. Religious school. Yay! That's right, Jacob. Jacob has had a little bit of out at home with his brother Esau, and he's trying to start a new life, and we're going to learn about that. But in the meantime, if you open it up, you see there's a dinosaur who wants to have Shabbat with me. And if it's me, it's with you too. So could you just pound on the ground like you're knocking on the... Oh, somebody's there. There's a dinosaur knocking at my door. Knocking 1, 2, 3. There's a dinosaur knocking at my door. Wants to have Shabbat with me. Light the candles and he wants to drink the wine. He wants to taste and he wants to have a good time. There's a dinosaur knocking at my door. Knocking 1, 2, 3. There's a dinosaur knocking at my door. Wants to have Shabbat with me. So Jeffrey to come on up and bring in the lights of Shabbat. And anybody who is under the age of 11, please join her. Do we have anybody who's younger than 11? Maybe younger than 9. Page 120, please stand. And you can bring your mommies with you if you want to. So we're on page 120. And we're going to bring in the lights of Shabbat. That would be 1. Maybe blow that out so it's just so. You never know. So these are special candles for Shabbat. They're not like birthday candles, no. Move your hands so that you have room on the side of you, and we're going to make 3 big circles without touching the flames. Okay, can we do that? Step back. 1, 2, 3. Now cover your eyes gently. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech ha'olam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Amen. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom to everybody. Shabbat Shalom. It's so sweet. Please go back to where you were seated, and if one of these, and if you're a parent of these children, And one of the kids is a girl for a special thing. So if you've got, okay, parents, repeat after me to your little girl. Yisimech Elohim Kesara Rivka Rachel V'Leah. And give them a kiss so much. If you have a son in the room, find their head. Repeat after me. Yisimcha Elohim Ke'Ephraim V'chi Menashe. Say something very nice in their ear. And then I love you, love you, love you. Good job. Shabbat is here. Shabbat is here. Aren't you glad that Shabbat is here? Candles burning bright on a Friday night. Aren't you glad that Shabbat is here? Those are the words. Not in your hand. Shabbat is here. Shabbat is here. Aren't you glad that Shabbat is here? Candles burning bright on a Friday night. Glad that Shabbat is here. To all the moms. Shabbat shalom to all the moms. Shabbat shalom to all the dads. Shabbat shalom to all the kids. Shabbat, Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom to all the college students who go to state who are going through finals right now. Raise your hand so we know that you really exist. Shalom to anybody who's taking a class. Shabbat, Shabbat shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom if you ride a bike. Shabbat shalom if you like to run. Shalom if you do Pilates or yoga. Shabbat, Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom if you do social action. Shabbat shalom if you like to watch Netflix. Shabbat, Shabbat shalom. Shabbat is here. Shabbat is here. Aren't you glad that Shabbat is here? Candles burning bright on Friday. Aren't you glad that Shabbat is here? Please turn to page 138, and we're going to sing a song to welcome the Sabbath bride. And we'll do the first verse, last verse, and when I say last verse, we'll stand up and we'll face out to welcome the Sabbath bride. She's been dressing very fancy for this evening. Lecha dodi likratka, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likratka, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likratka, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likratka. Panela Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad Hishmi anu Elohim echad Adonai echad U'shemo echad L'shem u'tiferet v'litchila Lecha dodi likrat kala Panei Shabbat nekabela, lecha dodi likrat kala, Shabbat nekabela. All over the world, the Sabbath bride comes to visit Jewish synagogues and houses, and she's waiting right outside, and her imagination, and we're going to stand and welcome her. We face the door. And imagine that you are at a wedding, because the Shabbat is like a wedding between us and God, and the Sabbath bride is dressed, and she's peaceful and happy, and and she comes into the room, and you just say, thank God Shabbat is here. Last verse. Bo'oiv shalom ateret ba'ala gam b'simcha u'b'tzola toch emunei am segula bo'ala bo'icha lecha dodi likrat kala pei Shabbat nekavela lecha dodi likrat kala pei Shabbat nekavela. Perfect. So, I wanted to share with you about oh my goodness, look what's in the sanctuary tonight. You know, you can always find something here. A real leather? No, I always carry a leather. You do, you have to climb the ladder. How many rungs on the ladder? Can anyone count? 7? So Jacob runs away from home. I mean, I don't know. He wasn't home. But he left home. He was older. And he went away because he was trying to figure things out. And he got very tired. So it looked like really tired. So there was no pillow. He found a rock. He found it in the parking lot. And he put it on the ground, and it becomes. We'll talk more about that later. Let's turn right now to page 144, and I see that Shai is here. Shai, would you like to help me with the service? Shai became a bar mitzvah not so long ago. That would require a and he's going to help us lead the prayers. Page 144.
Yid Gadol v'Yikadash Shem Rabba.
Amen.
B'alma divra hirute v'yamlich mahute.
B'chayechon v'yomechon uv'chayecho beit Yisrael. Bagala, bagala, uvizman kariv. V'imeru, amen. Yehi shmei Rabba mevorach. Le'alma u'le'almaya. Yitbarach.
Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitba'ar v'yitroma v'yithadar v'yitaleh v'yithala shemei dekudasha bri. Le'ela min kol b'shirata
Tush b'chata v'neh. Damiran be'alma. Ve'imeru. Amen. Let's turn to page 146, and we stand for Baruch Hu that calls us to pray. La 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 la. La 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 la. Baruch Hu at Adonai Hamevorach. Baruch Adonai Hamevorach. Hamevorach Leolam Ba'ed. Please be seated. Page 149. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, for whom the evening flows. Your wisdom sets the way in which time and season glide. Together. Let's turn to page 152 and we stand for Shema. The Shema reminds us, so look at your hand. Most of us are blessed with 5 fingers, right? Unless something got, But a finger isn't a hand. If I on accident hurt if you hurt your pinky, the whole hand doesn't feel good, right? So that's kind of how it is. All of us are connected. If somebody is sad or upset or hurting or suffering, all of us hurt, right? So we scoop all that idea, we're all connected as one. Scoop that concept up, all one. We cover our eyes. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Please be seated. Let's turn to page 154.
אהבת את אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך ושיננתם אבניך ודיברת בם בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשופך ובקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים אלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי לכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם אלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם. אדוני אלוהיכם אמת.
So I would like to ask you to help me with this. Mi Chamocha is about, getting to the other side, and so we have to help us with that. Could you show us, Ben, how we make tunnels where through? Yeah, demonstrate. No, we're just running. Mm-hmm.
So this is back in my soccer parent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You kind of stand in each arch.
Make an arch, please.
People run through. I can't be an arch by myself. Rome wasn't built by one in a day.
Okay, so this is where we need kids to run through. Kids are going to run underneath. Okay, so we need the kids to run through underneath the arches. We need some kids to know that this is their cue. It's a big job. Somebody's got to do it. Once the music starts, and then you have to go all the way through on every side around the whole thing. It's a big deal to be these kids. Okay, but they have to go all the way around. Dad, help them. Adonai Yiloch, Adonai Yiloch, Le'olam va'ed. Last time, V'chamocha va'elim Adonai, V'chamocha et Davar Kodesh. Nora tehilot, Osef ele, Nora tehilot, Osef ele. They made it! Yay! Good job, everybody. Back to your seats. Oh my goodness, you made it through the Red Sea to the other side. Oh, that was really something. It was tough. So now that we got to the other side, I have a question. Does anybody have a birthday in the month of December? Oh. Anybody else have a birthday? 2. Anyone else have a birthday in the month of December? So, Ray, when is your birthday? Nancy Pollock, birthday? The 30th. Are we sure no other birthdays in this room? Oh, hold on. And hello there. When is your birthday? Oh. Well, we don't have any bingos tonight, but we certainly have beautiful people. Yom Huled Sameach, Huledet Sameach, Yom Huledet Sameach, Yom Huledet Sameach. May this be an awesome, awesome, awesome year for all of you. Amen. So now we're Tefillah. So let's turn to page 164, and we're going to do a shout out for some of our patriarchs: Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Leah, Rachel. We're going to say their names really loudly because I want to. Okay, so please stand. On page 160, we take 3 steps back and 3 steps forward, okay? Adonai sifatai tiftach ufi yagita hilatecha. Next page. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei avoteinu v'imotenu Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Ha'gibor Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'konei Hakol, V'zocher Chaste Avot V'imahot, Umevi Geula Livnei V'neihem, Lema'an Shemo B'yava, Melech Ozer U'Moshiach Again, Baruch Atah Adonai, Magen Avraham Be'ezrat Sarah, Atah Gibur Le'elam Adonai, Mechaye Metim Atah Hoshia, Mashiv Haruach U'Morid Hagashem, Mechakel Chayim B'Chesed, Metim Berachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim Umatir Asurim, Umekayem Nato Lishenei Afar, Michamocha Bal Umido Melach, Melech Memit, Umachaye, Umatzmiach Yeshua, Ne'emana Tal HaChayometim, Baruch Atah Adonai, Mechaye HaMetim, Atah Kadosh V'Shimcha Kadosh, U'Kdoshim B'chol Yom Yalu, Baruch Atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh. On page 175. Ritzei Adonai Elohel, Uteratzon, Tamid Avodat Yisrael, Yisrael Amecha, Baruch Atah Adonai, She'otecha levadecha b'yirah na'avod, na'avod, na'avod. Please be seated. So we think about some of the things that happened today that we're grateful for. Think about it. You woke up. What happened between waking up? Was there some moments that were particularly nice? Robin, what happened for you? A lot of traffic, and you avoided any kind of collision. That's a beautiful thing. Okay, from coffee till now, what was something good? Yes, Susan. Mm. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. It was good. Beautiful. Anything else from coffee till now? Good job. Good job. Good job. One more from coffee till now, something positive. Hello, Linda. Yes. Oh, this is good news. Yeah, yeah. Oh, say shalom bimromah. Hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Ve'akol Yisrael. Ve'imru, imru amen. You know, we have some children here, and I would like them to carry the Torahs. So, Lori and Ray, if you could be up here and hand out the Torahs, kids, please come forward. If there are any children here, Jenny, can you help? Hold it like this. There you go. ve'al gimlut chasadim. Okay? God. Angel 2.
Let it go to that. I'm just saying.
Everybody, please be seated. Okay. So, this is kind of the story of what happened here in this little snippet of Torah. And so I'm going to ask those of you who just got a piece of paper from me to look at it. This is very important. So if you would please, I don't even know what roles you are exactly, but if you would please stand and say what your role is to everybody, then they will know when you speak. So everybody who is helping with the reading of this, please stand. Thank you. And please say who you are starting here.
I am angel number 3.
And angel number 1. Yes. You're a narrator. Thank you. You're Lori, we knew. Yeah. Okay. So they're going to tell us what happened here. They may want to all be front, right? Yeah, please come up here. It's a reading.
We're doing Reader's Theater?
Yeah, we were doing Reader's Theater. Or you're acting it. Thank you. Pay attention, Nancy, rehearsing all day. Okay, do we understand why there's a ladder there? Okay. Okay, why don't you begin and stop? No, sit down.
It's a long way down to the Ravens. A long way to go. I had to steal the birthright. I had to steal my brother's blessing. That was what's happened. He's still home with Isaac and Rebecca, and I'm on the run. What's wrong with Scotty? I think I'll bump for the night. Oh, a nice bed of dirt, rock, or pillow. Oh.
Going down.
Don't push, there's room for everyone.
What is going on? Am I dreaming?
Dreaming? No, I doubt it. You see, this is the ladder. We're angels. Some of us are punching in to do some business here. Some of us are punching out and going home. Are you coming or going?
Huh? I don't understand.
You're not an angel, are you?
No.
Big mistake. I thought you checked out the area before lowering the ladder.
I did. I was going to move it when I saw him sleeping. But then the boss told me to leave it where it was.
The boss told you that? Hark. Surprise inspection. Everyone, do you hear that? It's the boss. Numero uno.
To whom am I talking to, please?
You're speaking to the Almighty.
What God?
That's right, you preach on fast. Son, I only have a few minutes. I have known both your father and grandfather, and it's time I let you in on a little agreement we made. All of this land is going to be yours. I will make your offspring numerous and will protect you. Well, I've enjoyed our little talk. And Jacob, put the rock back where you found it.
Wow. That was a place and I did not know it. Truly have I been blessed. This is the gateway to heaven.
And Jacob took the stone that had been under his head and set it as an altar and placed oil upon it. He named the site Bethel, meaning house of God.
Thank you very much. You can just hold on to those and sign each other's names. So you guys, what happened there? What happened there was that Jacob fell asleep. He dreamed of a ladder. He was tired. He put his head on a pillow, and angels were going up and coming down. That means the angels were here. So some say that when he left home and he was a little bit in a confused state, angels went with him. And that's why the angels were going up the ladder and then coming down the ladder. So I would like to have a conversation with you guys. I know that I'm going to lose my Zoom audience if I move, so I'm going to just stay here, but I'm talking with you, okay? Now, you noticed that they called Lori names. Numero uno. Do you like that? Almighty. Do you like that one? And basic God. That's okay. So there's many names for God. We're going to talk about that. You can also just call her Lori. After God created the world, all living things on earth were given a name. The plants and the trees and the animals and the fish and each person young and old had a special name. But no one knew the name for God, so each person searched for God's name. The farmer whose skin was dark like the rich brown earth called God source of life. Can I hear you say it? I like that one. The girl whose skin was as golden as the sun that turned night into day called God creator of light. The man who tended sheep in the valley called God shepherd. The tired soldier who fought too many wars called God maker of peace. The artist who carved figures from hard stone called God my rock. Sometimes the people who called God by different names were puzzled. They said, every living thing has a single name. The marigold, the pansy, the lily, the oak tree, the pine tree. God must have a single name that is greater and more wonderful than all the other names. Each person thought his name was the greatest. Each person thought her name for God was the very best. The farmer who called God source of life said, that's God's name. The girl who called God creator of light said, but that's the most splendid name. And soldier and artist each believed that they had the perfect name for God, but no one listened, least of all God. And so each person kept searching for God's name. The woman who cared for the sick called God healer. The slave who was freed from bondage called God redeemer. The grandfather whose hair was white with the years called God ancient one. The grandma who was bent with age and sorrow called God comforter. The young woman who nursed her newborn son called God mother. The young man who held the hand of his baby daughter called God father. And the child lonely called God friend. All the people called God by different names. They tried to tell one another that their name was the best and the only name for God, but no one listened, least of all God. So each person kept searching for God's name. Then one day, a person who called God ancient one, and the one who called God friend, and the one who called God father, and the one who called God by a different name, they came together and they knelt by a lake that was clear and quiet like a mirror, God's mirror. Then each person who had a name for God looked at the others who had a different name, and then they looked at God's mirror, and they saw all their own faces of all the others. And they called out their names for God. So you'll repeat after me. Source of life, creator of light, shepherd, maker of peace, my rock, healer, redeemer, ancient one, comforter, mother, father, friend, all at the same time. And at that moment, all the people knew that all the names of God were good and that no one name was better than the other. Then all at once their voices came together and they called God one. And everyone listened, most of all, God. So I thank all of my actors, my improv actors, and for all of you and for our beautiful children who are here. we want to take a moment to send love to anybody who is feeling well. And I have a list of names, and I'm wondering if you have some names too. So I'm going to ask you for your names. If you know anybody who isn't feeling well, this is the time when we ask God to help them feel better. So on this Shabbat, at this moment, we really call upon God as healer. For the people whose names you've said, and Sandy Owen and Meredith Rosenberg, Jerry Steinke, Bill Roselle, Mitch Phillips, Carla Gillimore, Mary Hansen, Don Cordano, Neer Pellet, Dan Lee, Robin Moore, Beryl Schwartz, Emily Keller, Mark Mathett, Rachel Rodman, Julie Henry, Tevin Laxer, Johnny Munaz, Davis Carrick, Brian Worthy, Helen Roth, Benjamin Hess, Diane Steed. May God bless them, give them strength as we turn to page 371. Misha Be'era Chavotenu Mekor HaBracha Laimotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make us a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Misha Be'erach imotenu Mekor HaBracha Lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shalema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. Amen. I'm not sure who's doing the announcements. Yeah. How are you? Shabbat Shalom. Okay.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. All right. Thank you to Rabbi Nancy for leading us tonight's service, and thank you to tonight's Oneg sponsors. This year's Thanksgiving turkey drive was a huge success thanks to the donations of CBS members. Yay! NCJW members and friends. We were able to collect 24 turkeys, 30 pies, and 6 big tables full of all of the fixings. At Trellis Gardens, we provided turkey, pie, stuffed mashed potatoes, and the rest of a Thanksgiving dinner, along with roasting pans, aluminum foil, Ziploc bags for leftovers, and we also provided directions on how to roast a turkey, along with recipes for leftovers. And we delivered the remaining turkeys and food to the Sierra Arden Neighborhood Food Closet. It was a long day due to all of you who donated. Thank you for your support. Tomorrow morning, there will be Torah study on Zoom at 9 a.m., and the link is on our website. Pajama Havdalah is tomorrow at 4:30, designed for families. Please grab a flyer on your way out and be sure to register so we have enough supplies.
Or just come
Yes, in pajamas, please.
and bring stuff in.
Next Friday, December 18th, we will return for our social action Shabbat services at 7 p.m. We will be welcoming guest speaker Jennifer Romano, the Trellis Gardens program manager. The Trellis Gardens housing program is designed for women's empowerment efforts to end homelessness, one woman and one family at a time. Please mark your calendar for our Hanukkah service and dinner Friday, December 27th, with services beginning at 6 p.m., followed by a delicious Hanukkah dinner of latkes, fun toppings, soup, salad, and of course, sufganiyot. The registration link can be found on our website or flyers that are in the foyer. Registrations are required, and the deadline is next Friday, December 13th. In the foyer, you can also find flyers for upcoming social action speakers, a beginning Musar course with Nancy, our concert series, and other community events. Thank you, and Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you. There's a number of folks around with little respiratory things, so we send healing to Ella as you get better and better and better. And for anybody you know with a may they be healed. Before we continue with Aleinu, we take a moment to turn to page 376. We send light and love to our own country. Thus, page 376 together. Thus says Adonai, this is what I desire, to unlock the fetters of wickedness and untie the cords of lawlessness, to let the oppressed go free and take off every yoke. Share your bread with the hungry and take the wretched poor into your home. When you see the naked, give clothing and do not ignore your own kin. If you banish from your midst the menacing hand, the evil speech, if you offer compassion to the hungry and satisfy the famished creature, then your light shall shine in darkness. And we send love and light to Israel. Avinu Shabbat Shamayim, Sur Yisrael v'goalo, Barech et Medinat Yisrael, Reshit Simichat Gulatenu, Hagen Aleha be'avrat Ufros Aleha Sukat Shalomecha, V'amitecha l'rasheha, Sarea v'yoatzeha, V'taknem be'etzat tova milfanecha v'natata shalom, V'simchat olam liyoshveha v'nomar, Amen. And we always pray for the return of the hostages. Dear friends, turn to Aleinu, page 586. Please stand. Shabach ladon hakol latet gedula liotze breshit shelo asanu kigoye haratzot velo samanu k'mishpachot adama shelo samchakenu kahem v'goralenu kechol hamonam v'anachnu korim u'mishtachavim u'modim lifnei melech mo'eh hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu Shehu noteh shamayim v'yoser haaretz u'moshav yekaro b'shamayim mima'al u'shchinatu zo v'govhei meromim hu Eloheinu ein od emet malkeinu efes zulato kakatu v'torato v'yadata hayom v'hashevota El levavecha ki Adonai hu Elohim b'shamayim mima'al ve'al ha'aretz mitachat einod. Page 591. V'ne'emar v'haya Adonai lemelech al kol ha'aretz Bayom hahu, yeh Adonai echad, u'shemo Please be seated, my friends. We turn in our Siddur to page 598. And we remember with love. Remember those who have died within the 11 months. Sylvia Wexler, Raoun Burnham, Sandra Epstein, Judith Forio, Lily Birch, Lisa Schneerson, Cantor George Wald, Marvin Martin, David Gurman, S. George Ezekiel, Ann Eisenberg, Anthony Mixock, Joyce Wheel, Karen Oakley, Edward Edelstein, Sandra Ann Haslett, Penny Clark, Lori Serkin, Norm Jacobs, Ron Bachman, Marjorie Bloom, David Harris, Dr. Benjamin Haruni, Michael Saperstein, Carolyn Wismiller, Louise Bourne, Richard Bruce Lieberman, and William Bourne. And we remember the yard sites, the Shabbat of Meyer Actor, Esther Babbitts, Lorraine Babbitts, Louise Bear, Irina Baum, Paul Bertocini, Saul Cohen, Edith White Cohn, Jack Duke, Milton Guinness, Lester Gould, Millie Hayward, Eleanor Love, Betty McCandless, Steve Myrtle, Charles Rogoff, Ann Rosen, Jerome Maxwell Rosenberg, Robert Schneider, Howard Sobin, Renee Solars Frieden, Rachel Leah Tammer, Sarah Waskow. Are there any other yard sites or recent deaths in our community? Can you stand for the memory? Was there a name? Oh, okay. We stand as one family. We thank God for the gift of life. Page 598. Yit Gadal v'yit Kadash Shemei Rabbah v'alma divra chirutei v'amlich malchutei v'chaye chon uv'yomei chon uv'chaye d'chol beit Yisrael ba'agala uv'izman kari v'imru amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah mevorach le'olam ul'almei almaya. Yit barach v'yishtabach v'yit pa'ar v'yimam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal Shemei d'kudesha b'richu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tush b'chata v'nechemata da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei Shlama Rabba min Shemaya v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. To the one who creates harmony on high, bring peace to us all, to all Israel and to the world, and let us say amen. Amen. Please be seated. So I wrote down that our closing songs were the Kiddush and the Motzi because we're all looking forward to that. So as we get ready, please look around and think. Just take a little head count. Who have I not spoken to really very much before? And then make note that you're going to say hi to 3 people that you don't know too well, okay? We have some visitors who haven't been here before. We're going to say hi to you. Bim, bam, bim, 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 bam. Bim, 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 bam. Bim, bam, bim, 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 bam. Bim, 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 bam. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom. May God bless all of us with a Shabbat of peace. May the dreams we have bring us a new understanding of something that is of light and blessing. Together we say Amen. Shabbat Shalom.